Kate, you're gonna get a text from Viridian, and it'll say, "Just out of curiosity, do you think that Forrest would like to join us for donuts as well tomorrow?"
You want to go to Donuts with V tomorrow morning for breakfast?
Oh, well, then I was gonna do my dinner thing or my breakfast thing. I mean,
We could have breakfast for lunch and donuts for
yeah,
lunch.
like a breakfast for lunch, and then maybe like have breakfast for dinner too, just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
I guess sure. We could do donuts. I mean, I don't have donuts very often. Honestly, I don't remember when the last time I've had donuts.
You can reverse engineer them, and then we can always have donuts. If I ever love a food, I'm gonna come feed it to you so I can eat it forever.
Well, I don't. I'm more of a baker rather than like a deep fryer, so I don't. Like I mean, I can pan fry to oven bake or something like that, but like
Did you write
I
down
don't
the
want.
recipe if you try something?
Sure, I can. I can't promise that I can do it from scratch and have it be perfect every time. I mean, like now it's
Okay.
like, I mean, these are not great. They're not great.
They're not bad, and I can follow a recipe.
Okay, but this is
Janice
so
gave me
much
the
better
tip.
than I know I can do.
You're supposed to
Huh?
keep the butter thicker and in bigger chunks, and it makes the crust flakier.
Okay. No, well, I mean, I've always been taught like, oh, I mean, when I was creaming, like you cream the butter, you really take your time and like I mean, creaming is what I do. Like it takes me, well, I guess these aren't cookies, are they? Because I'm
No,
used to making cookies.
Janice is the master, and she says make it chunky.
Okay. Yeah, because like I made chocolate chip cookies that one time. And yeah, I mean, I spent an hour creaming the butter and they were perfect.
I would eat those. That sounds pretty good.
Huh?
You know what my favorite thing to do is? It's to put whipped cream on chocolate chip cookies. Slaps.
That's a you thing. That's a you thing. I don't judge you. I'd never actually had whipped cream before.
No wonder he turned into a serial killer. Coming up with those crazy ideas.
Yeah.
Real talk though, I tried that this week and it's pretty dang good.
I'm sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe I should try it. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't like having milk on your cookie, except it's sweeter.
Milk on your cookies?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably don't know. So I'm a dragonborn, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a reptile. You're like a mammal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
As I know.
Reptiles were lactose intolerant.
So what happens? Do you die if you have milk?
No, I just get really bad gas, and then like I may have explosive. It's I would rather avoid that.
Oh no, I did not know that about you.
Well, that's just reptiles in general. So
The more you know, that could be useful information someday.
I don't know how that would be useful information unless we were trying to poison a reptile without actually killing them.
Exactly.
Why did I think of that and not you?
Great minds.
Man.
Knave of Diamonds. You're waking up in Sci-Fi City.
Mm-hmm.
And you're tied up. You're tied to some sort of chair. You are in some sort of, you're not really, it's probably like some abandoned building kind of thing. And there are probably these shadowy figures as everything is kind of fuzzy as you're waking up from unconsciousness. And yeah, you're waking up in Sci-Fi City in this abandoned building, tied up, and they're essentially these henchman-looking people. They have hockey masks on, and they're gonna say, "Wakey, wakey."
Quick question: Do I have the mindset of feeling like I'm the knave, or is it something weird that's happening to me?
You are You are the knave. For all intents
Okay.
and purposes, you are knave of diamonds.
Mhm.
Through and through. Yep.
All right. Why? Hello there, gentlemen. I see we have a rather rough introduction. Mind telling me who I have the pleasure of talking to?
They said, we're the ones asking the questions here. Your job is to answer.
Why, of course then.
Don't worry. We don't want to hurt you or nothing. That's not what we're here. We just want your assistance. We just need your help.
All right. That's reasonable.
We want to know how we can find Yellow.
Well, speaking from my own experiences, I think the easiest way of finding Yellow is to just attend the whatever next big event of Sci-Fi City, and I'm 100% certain they'll show up.
Makes sense. So when they show up, we're going to need you to help us capture them.
Oh. Interesting. And if I might be so bold, I know you are sort of asking the questions, of course, but since I'm rather curious and interested, why the occasion? Why do you want to have them?
You'll immediately feel a very sharp whap across your face, and you can probably feel a bit of a bump forming as they kind of hit you on the side of your head with the back of a rifle of some sort. And so you're gonna take 6 points of damage. That's a pretty big blow. 6 points of damage basically. And they're gonna say, I said no questions.
Of course. I will say though, if you want my help, I do still need these brains, because all of my powers are kind of working around consciousness.
Permission to ask one question.
All right. Why do you want to capture Yellow?
They have something that we want.
Okay. Well, you said one question, so the ball is in your court.
Good. One of the other henchmen is eyeing you and says, not impressed. I heard that you were some sort of fancy schmancy illusionist, some sort of escape artist. If you're so great, I don't know why we've spent this whole time and you haven't even attempted to escape.
Well, I will be quite honest with you. All of my big powers are just party tricks. I am quite useless and I literally have no means of getting away from here.
So you can use your powers of illusions to help us then? Help us capture Yellow? They're really smart. But maybe you can outsmart them.
Yes, I'm quite certain I am able to. I do have to walk, though. You see, Yellow doesn't quite trust me, and I am pretty sure that they have some sort of listening device they put on. Haven't figured out where exactly, but I'm pretty sure they're listening in right now.
Listening device?
Yes.
One of them is going to start to roughly go through your clothes, and
I'm gonna illusion a little device, barely touchable, and as soon as they are near it, I'm gonna illusion that it just shatters into pieces.
Okay.
Like, oh, it seems you found it. Good job.
Good. You think that maybe Yellow caught our conversation? You might have to
No,
find a way to hide that then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're probably not listening all the time. It's more they might have a recording maybe, but I think I'm not sure actually. Maybe they were listening in, who knows? Could be.
All right. Well,
Glad
when
you
we-
caught that one though. It has been bugging for quite some time.
the leader of the henchmen are saying, I'm not sure I'm quite trusting everything that you're saying.
Understandable.
So I'll tell you what.
Mhm.
Instead of us waiting for Yellow, why don't you deliver Yellow to us instead? I think that would be more practical. They
Right,
trust
so-
you enough, or at least you can get them to trust you.
I think I can manage that, yes.
Bring Yellow here tomorrow evening at, he'll say 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. Bring Yellow here.
Just to clarify, tomorrow morning, 1 a.m. Isn't that like after midnight right now?
Yes,
What do
more
you
than
mean?
24 hours. Just over 24
More
hours.
than 20.
More than
That's-
24 hours from now.
Just to
Smart
make sure
aleck.
that we're on, just to make sure that we're on the same page. After all, a big, strong deal is built on good communication.
Good. Because if you fail, you and your loved ones will not be so happy.
Ah, yes.
Do you even have any loved ones?
Plenty. All of Sci-Fi loves me.
We hear that you're very good friends with Homeboy.
I'm not so sure about that one indeed. I think so, yes. Though I have seen some strange behavior, if you will. I'm honestly not sure if I should trust him or not these days. Seems to be quite in league with what's his name again? That Nemesis guy, Loki.
Well, he'll snap his fingers. Just as an insurance plan. You're going to see one of the henchmen start to approach you, and he's holding some sort of potion bottle-looking thing. It's fizzing a little bit, and you can probably presume that they're about to jam this down your throat. Jam the potion down your throat. What do you do?
I'm gonna illusion myself right on top of him.
Oh, on top of them. Okay.
Up on me. So I'm basically creating a masked version of me, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna like slowly distance myself away from him.
Got
So
it,
making myself invisible illusion-wise, while my illusion is visible.
Got it.
And opening his mouth. So I'm basically
So
trying
it
to let
looks
them
like
drown. Yeah, put the potion just all over my clothing, but
Nice.
try to catch it with
Okay.
not drinking it.
Right. After they give you the concoction, they're going to say, remember, 1 a.m., more than 24 hours from now, we want Yellow here. Got it? No dirty tricks, no funny business. Not any of that stuff.
Crystal clear.
All right. They'll give you another, whap across the face again. And then they will leave. And you're still tied up. Just FYI. I don't know if you do anything about the fact that you're still tied up to a chair as they leave you there.
I don't really have anything. I think I could try to loosen myself up a bit, see if that works out, but I'm not sure if that.
I don't know if you want help from your bird friends or you can't do that. That's Abe's thing. That's Abe's thing.
Abe's
okay,
thing.
that's Abe's
Heck
thing.
yeah.
Never mind. Okay.
The knave is all about fake stuff.
Sure.
Nothing
Why
real.
don't you? Yeah, I mean, go ahead and try escape artist or whatever.
I have
I'm
some
just curious.
I'm
Sleight of hand.
pretty good at sleight of hand. Yeah.
You probably could have sleight of hand your way out of there.
23.
23. Nice. Okay, so you're able to loosen the ropes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Gabe, so you're starting to wake up. You're at the wheel of your car. It's I'm gonna say the sun has risen. The sun is rising. It's very early in the morning. Yeah, and you feel like you've gotten a good full night's sleep last night at the wheel of your car.
Oh shit! No, I gotta go, and he's gonna call Ave.
Yeah, you're gonna call Ave, but Ave doesn't pick up the phone.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna call Forrest.
You're gonna call Forrest, same thing, no answer. But as you are getting as you're waiting for Forrest to pick up, you see that there are two figures standing at the hood of your car, right by the hood of your car. It's Raphael and Angie, and they're just looking at you through the windshield right now.
I get out of the car. I'm like, guys.
They don't respond. They're just staring at you.
Oh, why are you guys out so early? I know it's weird that I'm here, but why are you guys out?
Angie says to you, "Nothing you do is real."
Oh.
And then everything starts to get really like.
I assume I can't do like a will check to do.
Yeah, go ahead and you can roll a will check at this point if you want.
Because after hearing their stories, in the moment they say something cryptic, Gabe's like,
Yeah.
No.
Go ahead.
That's terrible. That's terrible. And I don't have anything to re-roll that, so.
That's okay.
No.
It's okay. So what happens is the room starts spinning, your vision starts to go in and out, you start feeling really dizzy, and then you can hear that echo, everything you do is fake, everything you do is fake, blah, 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 repeat, and then you wake up. But you're not in your car. It's actually still the middle of the night. It's not early the next morning. It's in the middle of the night. You're not in your car. You're in some weird looking abandoned warehouse of some sort. There's some liquid all down your clothing.
Oh, is it red?
Yeah, sure. It's a reddish liquid. It's all over your clothing. There's a chair right behind you with some rope. You also see something at your feet. You see something at your feet in front of you.
What's at my feet?
You look at it and you can you pick it up and it looks like a bug, like as in a bug that you would put on someone to like listen into your conversation.
Is there anyone else?
Nope,
here?
You're all by yourself. Nobody else is here. You're by yourself in this abandoned building. Substance is on your clothes. You're right. There's a chair with rope behind you.
I call the cops.
Okay.
Just
Yeah. You can call the cops. Go ahead. 911, what's your emergency?
okay. So I was driving my car. I was instantly felt like I had to sleep, so I pulled over. And I fell asleep instantly, and now I woke up standing or just sitting.
You're standing.
I woke up standing in the middle of an abandoned warehouse, covered in red liquid.
Are you hurt, sir?
Doesn't appear to be.
Is there anyone else with you?
I do not see anyone else.
Is there any way you can tell us where you're located, an address of some sort? What do you see? Can you get outside?
I'm going to go outside, and he's going to go outside.
Yeah, you're gonna go outside, and you find yourself at another part of the city. You don't see your car anywhere. I would say you're more towards like the factionless area, the factionless district area, and I think you'll see like somebody walking by right now. Seems a little intoxicated.
Excuse me, where we are, sir?
He'll look towards you, and the person that you see is This guy. This guy.
I have the will. Yes, of course.
Yes,
of course.
it's Jethro Miller. Hey,
Hey,
what you want?
where are we at?
He says. He looks around. He says, "I think we're right by the casino, aren't we?"
I wouldn't know. Are we?
Yeah, you think that's
Yeah,
probably
He
accurate.
goes, I think we're right next to a casino. I found someone else here, but he's intoxicated.
All right, we'll send someone over there immediately.
Thank you.
Nice night, huh? You look like
Um,
you've had some fun.
I wouldn't know. I don't remember.
Oh, then you must have really had a lot of fun. He says.
Apparently,
Name's Jethro, he says, as he holds out his hand. It's pretty dirty and
you know what? Gabe's like, I'm already covered in sun. Yeah, gives him a handshake.
yeah. He's like, you look familiar though. Do I know you?
I seen you in a bar.
Oh,
A very fancy bar.
you know my son?
Elf bartender.
Yeah,
Yeah, I met him once.
Jack. Good kid. Good kid. Nice to meet you again. Sorry I don't remember you.
It's all right. How's your son?
Ah, I mean, he's doing all right, I guess. Doing the best he can. I mean, what else can we do?
I get it. Just, did you see anything? Like, recently?
I see a lot of things.
So, I was driving my car. I was about to pass out, so I pulled over, fell asleep, and now I woke up over here. Completely different part of the city.
I don't think I saw you, but I saw a bunch of random people coming out of this building maybe about, I don't know, 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Okay. Do you mind staying here to tell that to the police?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really deal with the cops. I don't know about that. He's just to back away.
Do I
a
still
little
have my
bit.
wallet?
I'm sorry?
I still have my wallet on me.
Check your yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not there.
It's not there.
It's not there.
He goes, how about this? And he goes, the police this is more for me, just to make a statement of what you saw. This would be a good favor for me.
All right. What do I get?
I don't have my wallet with me, but I can give you a nice reward for helping.
Roll up persuasion.
And I assume he's not attracted to me, so.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, I'm just.
Not this one.
Hey.
You can try. I mean, it's a good question for all we know. It's a good question for all we know. 17.
17.
He'll say, "You're a friend of my son's." He'll reach to his pocket. He'll pull your wallet out. He'll hand it to you. He'll hand you the wallet back.
He goes, thank you. And he's gonna take out couple hundreds, and he's gonna give it to him.
Oh man, I didn't realize you had that much in there.
And then
If I did, I probably wouldn't have given it back to you so quickly.
he takes another couple hundreds, and he goes, "This is for your son."
All right, I'll tell the cops what I saw, but I'm just warning you. They probably are. From my experience, they're probably not going to trust everything I say.
That's fine. I just want everything seen on the books.
The cops arrive finally, and a couple of them come out. One of them is female, and as soon as she gets out of the car, she sighs and says, "Jethro Miller, hey Barb, good to see ya. Like what you do with your hair." She says, "I had a suspicion that maybe you had something to do with this." Hey, I'm innocent. I am just an innocent bystander. My friend here, have you met have you met Babe here?
Hello, I'm Gabriel Stoll.
That's right. That's his name. Friend of my son's.
Acquaintance.
She'll nod. Mr. Stoll, are you the one who called?
Yes. I woke up standing up in that location over there. I was driving from my work after what happened there. I'm not sure if you heard about what's going on over there. But I was driving from there and I suddenly felt like a need to sleep. So I pulled over. And in this location, I'm gonna tell you the location I pulled over at. And then I woke up standing up here, covered in this, and I looked at the red light. I don't know what this is. I hope it's not what I think it is. And I came out here. I saw Mr. Miller. I asked him what he saw, and apparently he has seen some individuals walk out of here, but not me until.
Barbara will run some diagnostics on the liquid that's on your suit, and then she'll say, it's a potion that is very highly sought after in the black market. Typically is used in order to bind somebody to do something.
My bind?
Bind someone to do something that they're instructed to do. Otherwise, it could cause very ill effects, ranging from the common cold to, in extreme cases, death.
He goes, then why is it on me? Unless they forced it down my throat and I just coughed it up. Either way, I don't know.
You don't know how you ended up here. You just passed out and know nothing
I know
of what happened.
Oh.
Well, and what did you see, Jethro? I was just hanging out, smoking a cigarette, and then I see these group of random people. I don't know, there may have been 5 or 6 of them coming out. Couldn't see what they look like. A bunch of them were big, though, like really big. And then they jumped into a van of some sort and they just drove off. Did you happen to get a license of the vehicle? No. Jethro said, no. I wasn't expecting to be interviewed by the cops shortly after. How about you, Mr. Stoll? Can you please give me the make and model of your vehicle and your license so we can try to find...
Here you go. Is there a way to... Can I try to do a magic check on myself?
Sure.
To see if I'm bound?
Sure.
Rolling a lot of magic tonight.
Wow. You definitely believe that you were not under the effects of the potion.
Yeah.
You also believe that whoever gave you this potion, had you not accomplished whatever it is they asked you to do, that you would have been severely incapacitated. I wouldn't say you would die, but you would definitely you would definitely feel considerably weak and probably in a lot of pain.
All right. So I'm like, hold on, Matilda, and I'm kind of doing some magic tests. I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm bounded, but if I did drink that, this is what would happen if I didn't do it.
She'll bring up a police record and say, Mr. Stoll, you just finished speaking with the authorities about an incident with the silent plague as well?
Yes.
It looked like?
Yes, I was coming from there.
She kind of shakes her head. There seems to be a lot involving you lately.
Yeah.
And apparently a lot of acquaintances of yours as well.
Yeah, I don't know what the gods have in store for me.
She's just going to continue taking notes. And yeah, they're just gonna investigate, trying to find out if they can find any traces of what's going on. Did you by any chance keep the bug, or did you just leave it there?
I imagine I'll imagine I'll either have it or I'll be like, and I found this.
This This is good. We can probably trace this back to whoever put this on you.
Something did happen when I felt when I was asleep. I had a weird dream, and I know this might not mean anything, but something similar happened to 2 other colleagues I had, where they either were asleep or fell asleep, and they woke up in a weird situation. And like them, when they were in a dream, they kind of, wherever they fell asleep, someone they knew came to them and said something cryptic. Something happened, and then they woke up.
I had heard about this, Mr. Stoll. I think we have a suspect who might be responsible for it.
I'm not gonna ask too much, but
I will add this to the report. If this is related at all, I definitely think this is going to be valuable.
thank you.
Do you have any reason to believe, any reason why anyone would attempt to abduct you or take you to a place like this?
I mean, I'm see, money. I'm rich. Maybe company secrets. But besides that, I don't really know. It's not
All
like
right.
it's not like someone pulled out a ransom for me.
A lot of things don't make sense, but we'll try to do what we can. Thank you, Mr. Stoll. Are you going to be okay if we escort you back home?
Yeah, just that'll be fine. Thank you.
Okay. They're gonna say, "Ma'am, I think I found where the bug is sending signals to." And she'll say, "Do you have an address?" Gabe, it'll be your house. The address is your house where the signal is coming from of the bug that you just gave to the police.
I think I might know who planted that bug. I don't think it has anything to do with this. I just think I know who planted that bug.
Can you explain, Mr. Stoll?
See, I'm living with someone who is a very cautious fellow. So I think he planted this.
I see.
But if it is who I think it is, this might be a good thing. They either might have heard or reported what happened on the other end.
Good point. I'll tell you what, Mr. Stoll. If it is true, why don't you get us the recording of what actually happened, and then send us the recording.
Okay. Ugh. We're gonna get Joe's character now to help us out. But yeah, and I assume they take him. And before he go, he looks at Jeff and goes, "Thanks for the help."
Yeah, anytime, babe, anytime.
Yeah.
And yeah, they will drive you back home. By this point, it'll probably be like around, I don't know, it'll probably be closer to like 2 a.m. when they drop you off at your house, give or take.
Holmes, initiate wake up sequence.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Full house, wake up, just wake up everyone.
So it's like the alarm starts going off.
Oh,
Well, the golems come in. The golems come in and like
Oh,
wake
no.
everyone up. It's like
Okay.
you've
I'm
been
thinking
asked
like-
to wake up.
I'm thinking like at camp when the counselors are like banging on
Oh.
on pans.
The golems are free to do what they want. Just wake them up.
I'm taking it back to the worst dad. Taking it
What
all
time
back.
is it actually?
2 a.m.
2 in the morning.
2 in the morning. Okay.
Yeah, 2 a.m. You're being woken up.
Probably just fell asleep. So
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't feel weird, right? I'm just
No, you don't feel weird
Yeah.
at all. I don't
Mhm.
know. You slept
Alright,
like a
alright.
baby up to this point, at
Yeah.
least, until
Yeah.
you were rudely interrupted in your
Mhm.
slumber. You were fine.
So I have 2 things to say. One, same thing just happened to me. The same thing that happened to you guys, except for there was a lot less death.
lovely.
2, Cade, did you put a bug on me? If you did, please tell me. You're not in trouble. You're actually gonna be a hero if you did.
Yeah, then yeah, I did.
Okay. Can I get a recording of what like just happened?
Uh,
Can I hear it?
Sure, yeah. I'll pull out my phone, but the bug's attached.
Yeah.
And go to the time frame.
So this is very interesting. You're going to play what happened during while Gabe was like unconscious.
Mhm.
And from the sounds of it, it sounds like he is being like dragged out of his car. You hear the sound of a door or like a trunk opening. You hear something, a body bag or something being thrown into the trunk, and the trunk shuts. And then you hear muffled driving from inside of the car. Then after a while, you can hear voices that are like, you probably can't make out exactly what they're saying, but eventually things will get a bit clear. And it pretty much plays out exactly the same way that I just played it out with the Knave of Diamonds. And you actually can hear the Knave's voice, not Ave, Knave of Diamonds' voice, speaking to this group. But the interesting thing is, everything that they're saying is roughly exactly the same way, except two of the names are different from what I just described. So instead of saying, hey, we need you to help us find Yellow, they actually said, we need you to find Forest, because Forest is something we want, and we want you to bring Forest here at 1 o'clock in the morning the next day. And the other thing is that they're saying is that instead of referring to him as the Knave, they're actually calling him Gabe, not Knave. But Gabe is still speaking in Knave's voice. But pretty much everything else is almost exactly the same way that I described it.
Oh, great, guys.
Gulls protect for us.
Oh, well, maybe they just want to have a conversation. I mean, frankly, they could have just asked rather than kidnap somebody and throw them in a trunk and drive them to a warehouse in the middle of nowhere. What?
Why am I hearing my Vita character right now?
Why are you hearing your Vita character?
So there's a
That's
there's
my character.
yeah. Also, Abe, there's a second thing I need to talk to you about. So, I was driving
Yeah.
back from work. My boss apparently caught the silent plague. But doing my own research, it's not a disease, it's a curse.
Oh,
Someone gave her a carving of her Vita character. And they made a second one. And through that second one, they literally stole her ability to communicate. The person who gave it to her, or at least the one that they're using as a conduit, was given by a Kenku in the park. And through my own analysis, it comes through warlock magic of the Raven Queen.
That must be a coincidence.
That's,
He's just making the figurines. People ask him to make the figurines, so it's not like he did it. He started on his own. People just
I understand that.
We have one of the
Kate asked-
figurines in my room.
Yeah.
You can just look at it.
Yeah. I understand that, but I had to tell the police what I know. And I don't believe your brother would have done this. But if people are being controlled, or whatever's going on recently, someone could either be pretending to be your brother or doing something through your brother. And if that's the case, your brother needs to talk to the police, because if he goes off and he's hiding, then what happens? The police starts to think something. They start to put a narrative in their own minds. We gotta break that narrative.
But Gabe, you don't understand. He didn't do anything, and people generally distrust my kind of people, so
I-
they'll just assume that it is him. We can't take him to the police.
Here's the issue: if we don't, what happens? They start forming that narrative.
But
And
they'll
he's
do it
hiding.
anyway.
But the difference is, I'll be there to help you.
Maybe we should look at the figurine in my room. And
Yeah,
see if
let's
it's
go.
good.
Let's go.
I
let's
think
go
that's a
that,
good idea.
Let's go to that figurine. You want me to roll a
Um,
magic check on that one?
Yeah.
Gave the investigator.
You're actually really good at it.
20.
Natural.
Actually, let me. I'm gonna draw from my
Ooh,
Sure.
minor.
Ooh, you can do that. Yes, you can.
I got a 4 of
Nice.
swords, so that's a
So
plus
that's
2.
+2. Yeah. Yep. 22. So, yes, you believe that this figurine can also curse Chrono. It has not been activated yet, though. But
And
you
what would
think it
happen
has
if I
the
destroy
potential to.
What would happen if we destroy it?
If you destroy it right now, then Chronos probably will be safe. Chrono will probably be safe.
Destroy it.
Well, hold up. Maybe we can use it to find the other one.
That's the problem. That's very difficult. It's basically think of it as think of it as like a server. There's a main one, and it's using this one to connect.
But
And
there's
the
some
mo-
sort of connection, right? Can we not follow that?
I can't. I tried my best on something that was recently used, and I couldn't. I mean, we can maybe keep it alive, but the issue is they can use that to get to you whenever they want.
Or else, what do you think I should do? Should I destroy it or keep it up?
Or we can keep it as evidence, but
magic isn't my strong suit. Music
What does your
is.
gut say?
I think we should find a way to at least nullify it. Maybe not destroy it completely.
would there be a way to nullify it?
I think that you will probably be able, as an artificer, you'll find a way to, like, encase it so it doesn't affect Chrono.
Yeah.
Or
I'm like, Golem,
encase
get,
Cade, excuse me.
get box number blank, blank, blank. And then a Golem will come in with a box. I'm like, okay.
Sure.
Now we can do either or, right? Because this box that you have brought to us, it contains the power. It shouldn't affect Cade. Now
Yeah.
we can attempt to try to track it, right?
So the box will make it so that they have to make a high check to be able to break through and curse Cade if that's what they want to do. Obviously, the safest way is to destroy completely, but
Yeah, but
this at least is an added layer of protection.
okay. Take it to the lab.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where your lab is, so I'm not sure why you're looking at me, but let's
No,
go.
no, I'm telling the Golem.
Yeah, the golem will take it to the lab. Yeah.
Also, the lab is also on the third floor. You've been there.
Well, I mean, we can track it if we can, or would like to. I mean, we know who gave this to Cade. Do you have the other artifact? Maybe we can compare it. I mean,
None of the police have it.
okay, well,
How this works is there's 2 of these things made, one given to the person, and then one that they're holding on, and they're basically using it to connect. Maybe there might have been a way to connect, to find them easier if they were actually doing it, but at that point, right now, nothing's doing anything. Does
I could try to solve it, if it does happen to somebody.
yeah.
But I don't know if it's gonna work or not. This seems like very powerful magic.
It's warlock stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't work with necessarily magic, I guess. My abilities are magical adjacent. I don't even know how they work myself,
We
but
can-
I can cure conditions. I can heal people.
It might work, but the issue is it's not like damaging them. It's literally stealing it.
Yeah, that's another thing. But if it's a condition, I might be able to at least maybe temporarily remove it. But the thing is, I
would
have
I
to
know
be.
if that would work, Park, if like actually healing it would work, or
I think you can make an opposed check to try to break the curse, or at least temporarily like mute the curse.
but not like
Or-
completely.
It depends on how high of a. I would basically base it on degrees of success. Yeah,
I think
exactly.
I think Gabe is going to like do some calculations, and he's like, okay.
My healing ability does have a restorative effect. It does not have a permanence effect. So
Yeah,
basically, I can cure conditions, but if they're like,
permanent.
I
Right.
forget the descriptor. If it's like
Okay,
permanent or something, I think.
Yeah,
that's the
there's
Then-
a thing that makes it permanent.
Mhm.
gotcha. Then in that case, I feel like you have a chance of at least temporarily stopping the effects.
There's
like while I'm healing, like I can kind of channel it and
Sure.
protect or something.
Sure.
Gabe-
I think you can do that.
Gabe kind of thinks, and he kind of like you see the numbers go to his head. He goes, theoretically, I don't know if your powers will be able to completely get rid of it, but while you're healing them, there is a chance you might be able to mute the effects. But we also found out that there's another way we can communicate with the people. One, my watch did help Madam write a little bit, but the major thing that worked was we connected her to Vita.
Okay. So, I'm not gonna say I told you so. I'm not gonna say that. All right.
You know, by mentioning that, you're already telling me, right? I was married. I know how this works.
But I didn't say it. I didn't. But we ruled out a lot of things. There are a lot of circumstances. There are a lot of coincidences. And I mean, you know what they say, right? Like, first time is an accident, second is a coincidence, third is a pattern. There's a pattern. And I think there's something going on here.
Yeah.
Forrest, my instinct is to track down these people, find them.
I think that's a good idea. However, I think we should take extreme caution in doing so. I mean, if there's like,
I'm seeing my brother tomorrow morning. Can I ask who bought the other figurine?
we can
Alright, but-
ask.
What if it is your brother, man?
Can't be.
Why not? He was both at the scene of the.
He
The
tried to
Earth
help. He tried to help and probably saved a lot of lives with that. It stopped.
I mean, that's what he told you. But how do you know, man? He's the one handing out the statues. It's like the most
What?
obvious person is him. I'm willing to consider it's not, but why aren't you willing to consider that it is?
Because he's my brother. He wouldn't lie to me.
Ave,
He's
Do I believe him?
Do you believe Ave or
Yes, Ave. Like, does he seem to
I-
be genuine about his?
I mean, you can roll an insight to see if he's lying.
My lie detection is not active, so this is like just me instinctively being like, I'm not.
I mean, Joey can answer that for you if you want.
what's your? You have some insight, right?
I do.
Yeah. Ave
Oh, that was
is,
a natural 19.
Yeah, Ave is 100% being honest, and he absolutely believes that his brother would never lie to him.
Okay.
He believes that. So I guess the question is whether Ave is lying to himself
Yep.
on whether or not he does actually fully trust his brother or not. So
Mhm. Yeah, it all depends on his brother, because Ave believes. Ave believes everything.
Okay.
understand.
Well, I mean, maybe if we could like all come there. I know I have. We said we wanted to do donuts in the morning.
He's probably good at this stuff, and she might be interested in coming with us.
I mean, I wouldn't want this to be like the reunion and then the serious stuff. I mean, I guess if she wants to.
I'll start texting her.
but Ave,
I'll-
at 2 in the morning, you can
Yeah, it's
text
like
her
an
if you want.
email. She'll get to it eventually. And
Yeah, what
plus,
are you-
for her,
what-
she's probably up.
She actually is probably up, honestly. So what do you text her?
I'm just gonna write like shit going down, could be interesting. Gonna do some tracking in the morning. Cancel donuts, want to join us for some detective stuff? Question mark.
She will probably message you 2 minutes later. Honestly, she'll say, "That sounds like fun. Can't we do both donuts and detective stuff?" Question mark.
As long as we do detective stuff first, Smiley.
What time is the detective stuff?
Well, let's say 9 a.m.
All right. She say, "I'm game. I'll bring the donuts. You just tell me what flavors you want, and I'll meet you wherever you want to meet."
All right. Ooh, maple bars.
Okay.
All right. I'll let everyone know he's coming with us.
Okay.
I was pulling out my phone and was gonna call or something, but then I saw you text and it's just. How did you get her number?
Oh, we go way back.
Well, I know, but like, you did. Like the phone was recent, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Giving you the eyes.
Who is this person?
Oh, V, she's an old friend.
Orphanage.
Wait, Abe. I understand. And I'm not even saying that your brother is guilty, but everything points to him. And we need to investigate this. The cops need to investigate this. Because if someone, in the worst case scenario that he's not doing this, then someone is going to be using him as a scapegoat. Because everything points to him, and if someone else is doing it, and they don't know the information, and we don't know the information, then what happens? Either he's gonna get caught, all the evidence points to him, or worse, he escapes, goes back to the druid, and you won't be able to see him again because he'll be wanted. You don't want that.
Yeah, but police will want someone to put the blame on. So they put him in jail at least for the beginning. I
Well,
don't.
they apprehend him. Don't.
Can't we just? Can I just ask him first and?
Yeah. Why don't we just invite him to
Then-
donuts?
How about we talk to him?
Yeah.
I'll be there. I will try to convince him to do this on his own free will so that the cops are not rushing in, putting him to any cars or anything. Now, if he says no, I will have to tell the cops.
Yeah, but
But
he'll gladly help.
all right, I'm just telling you, if things go south, I will have to tell them. But I'm giving you free bounds to go and talk to him first
Right.
to make this simple.
I think it's best if I'm there.
Wait, what's that on your shirt, by the way?
Oh, it's a potion. It's a bounding potion. Luckily, I didn't ingest it. Apparently, if I didn't do what they asked me, I would have been in a bad state. But luckily, it never got in my system.
We still haven't addressed that, by the way.
Yeah. What happened?
Yeah, no, I was driving from that situation with my boss in my car, and I felt suddenly very tired.
But why did you sound like Knave?
I don't know. I don't remember.
This seems like an important question. Does anyone have an answer here?
Ave, does
Yeah?
that conversation, does that remind you of anything you've done in Vita?
No,
Like no scenario?
no. I mean, it sounded like he was caught, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that never happens. Of course it's not real.
So nothing like this has ever happened.
No.
I mean, to be fair, it sounds like they ate to trick him to think that I drank a potion when I didn't.
That sounds like Dave.
And I got out on my own. I woke up standing up. I didn't woke up in a chair.
Oh,
And also, they want Forrest specifically. Listen, I know you guys probably might be uncomfortable with this, but I have some tracking devices. I'll show them to you guys.
I've seen
say-
that one before.
On, off. If you don't want me to be able to track you, keep it off. If you want me to be able to track you, turn it on and I'll come find you. And I'm gonna specifically hand it to Forrest and say, especially you, because they want you, and you guys too, because they're kidnapping people.
I'll immediately flick it on and then put it wherever where I feel like it'll
Sure.
not be seen,
Gabe
which I'm
will put
sure
it-
will not have.
Sure.
I'll
I'll fix it. I'll
Yeah.
hide it.
I'm gonna give these recordings to the police. Now, Forrest,
Huh?
why would someone would want you kidnapped?
Well, they didn't say kidnap. They just wanted me there, right?
Yeah, but if you kidnap someone to trick someone else to put him someplace, it's
Yeah, that's
like
not a kidnap. That's like setting them up to like do something. Maybe it's a conversation. Maybe it's like murder. Who knows?
Okay, if it's murder, then why would someone want you murdered? Or who would want to talk to you in such a way?
I mean, maybe V, but I mean, she wouldn't try to kill me. I don't think. Definitely not try to kill me. We have our disagreements, but
any powerful family members that they might use for ransom?
fair enough. I know who my parents are now.
You do?
Oh dear. So do you guys know who Father Edmund Lumen is?
Yeah. He's head of the cops.
Yeah, that's apparently my dad.
Oh.
So I mean, he hasn't shown he cares about anything right now. I mean, like on a personal level, at least, is a like individually, like father, child relationship is not no care there. But as a person, he does. He showed enough, at least.
Okay.
But I don't think they would use me for ransom, though. Like, who else knows that I didn't even know. Like, I had to ask my grandfather.
Your grandfather?
Yeah,
Is he your biological?
I assume so. If Father Lumen is my biological dad and he's my grandfather's biological son, then yeah. But I mean, now that you mention it, I don't think I ever remember. Do I ever remember Nathaniel having a wife, Hark?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I mean, when I mention it, now that I think about it, I don't remember Nathaniel having a partner in any sense. So maybe like they were adopted or something, but I don't know. Like,
Did
I always
Only-
assumed.
I'm only asking because there could be other people that do know.
I
Just
I know.
don't. I mean,
Usually that stuff's confidential, but like the government doesn't seal down your private information out there. And there's probably like a call center in Uganda or whatever that has like all your stuff and calls you constantly, like every day at 1 o'clock. And they
there's
want.
a lot of things we gotta look into.
Gabe,
Yes.
your son has one of those figurines. You should probably check on him.
I'm gonna call Raph early in the morning. I don't care. The moment I hear he has one of those figurines, Gabriel calls Raph. Just just calls.
Yeah. You'll call Raph. The cell will answer. You hear somebody pick up, and but you don't hear a hello.
Hello, Raph.
You can hear somebody manipulating the phone. You can hear ruffling, but you're not hearing a response at all.
Raph.
Dead silence. And I'll end the session there. Silence.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no.
Cool.
Oh
Oh
well.
my God, Gabriel is gonna go full detective mode on this.
Oh
now.
my.